That's very true. Actually, they have to be very careful high ground. The one thing I want to comment on from the two last picks is just that putting Magnus on the off lane makes it a little bit harder to push early in the on lane because you don't get the reliable X attack. So they're going to have to bring +1 hero to push early and early, which might make their games lower, but we'll see how it goes.
We will see how it goes. Game 1 of this 2-game series brought to you by Gareth and Kazu.
Thank you so much, Shiva. Yeah, a super important series between these two teams. Liquid against Team Spirit, a high skill series for sure, and one where the winners, if they're 2-0ing it, get to pick their opponents moving on, and if they draw, more Dota for us. Tiebreakers to come. And Keza, one more thing, just classic TI stuff here, right? We always get these TI, Enigma, Magnus kind of heroes coming out at TI for the big wombo plays, and man, it's collapse on Magnus. What a dream!
I mean, it's the type of clutch heroes, and they were talking about it on the panel. You know, they did call both the picks, both in Effie and Lacoste, so nice job to them. But, you know, you have Magnus on Collapse. They're just really good against these range heroes with the Linas, and I think the game has already been summed up pretty well. It is on Liquid to be ahead from the lanes, try to, you know, abuse the Visage with the death toll, where any kill you get so much more gold, amplify your network with the auras, keep going, because they will need to be ahead in this game. This Spirit draft, the longer it goes, is incredibly nasty to play into.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the panel talking about this kind of classic Team Spirit style, right? Where even if we've also seen it, you know, during our games casting Team Spirit, going behind in lane isn't necessarily a massive detriment to them. They know how to.
That's normal. Yeah, like the games we've seen, they're just behind, but they don't care.
It's like them and Extreme Gaming do it on purpose sometimes. You know, let's see if we can go late game and actually turn this around. But yeah, like the I think it was Effie saying the base defense here, or Cost saying the base defense here is ridiculous. The displacement tools they've got, everything to try and hold high ground could be a challenge for Liquid. But around the bounty rune, we're going to have a battle here with Boxi and Insane getting on top of Miposhka. All the soul assumption and the damage from the Tusk, the blood grenade, not quite enough. And 3-3, the long range snipe takes down Miposhka's Naga.
When this happens, literally win probability goes up by like 10%. This hero getting first blood is like getting double first blood. Like this facet on this hero when you get these early kills is pretty insane. And this, I'm pretty sure 3-3 is like the best Visage player in the game. So Liquid they understand how to enable these heroes, what to do. So really, really nice start from them.
Stuff. Yeah, kind of in the same boat both ways as like Viper and Venno, right? If they die a couple of times in lane, they're useless, but if they get that ball rolling, they are an unstoppable force.
Because I would have, like Yatoro on Morph, you don't really die unless you get caught out of position, because, you know, you're going to have stick charges, you can always like morph up and down, but Miposhka does have to be careful in this top lane, and maybe we even see like some other rotations, but for the mid lane, I think Nisha should be very happy in this matchup. Yeah, you know, Larl on his Kunkka, it's very classic for him as well, he'll be fine, but Shaker versus Melees, it's party time.
Yeah, Earthshake is like the new Kunkka now, right? Kunkka used to be able to deny creeps and Tidebringer, and Earthshake is like, well, I still have Enchant Totem, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah, like this hero he just beats most, I'm pretty sure he beats nearly any mid hero, like any melee hero outside of like Monkey King, especially with the Slugger, you play some bowling, you shoot some creeps on them, like this hero's just really, really strong in the lane.
Bowling, baseball, and you have the B-sports, basket, just punching
everything
around, Stuff. And then down at bottom, Mira already taking a beating from the double range lane the Liquid have. Collapse, like he was
Radiant's
trying to probe.
Is under attack.
Attempt on the Lina there, not quite able to get the skewer back though. Of course, we've got to keep tabs on that top lane where, like you say, we're kind of seeing the Morphling stick around at low HP, but should have that ability to escape if things get a little too hairy. Because this like level 2 Tusk and Visage is nasty business.
Yeah, like they're level 2 power spike, and then also like level 3 on like Visage with the level 2 soul assumption. Like Spirit are basically just playing damage control. If they go even or slightly lose in the early game, honestly, that is good for them, because they're also like playing for the mid game, like the bigger picture, right? The bigger team fights, pulling someone out of position with like a skewer back, maybe a tidal wave, some song setup. You split the map with your Morphling. Whereas Liquid, the complete opposite. They have really strong lanes. They need to have this lead and then keep progressing the map.
And it's like exactly like Effie was saying, right? Against Lina, they've won against it with this particular kind of play style. You know, individual heroes being picked like Bat Rider, in this game Magnus, where you get on top of, I think she used the term turret heroes, right? Lina stands her ground, unloads damage, but if you can actually move her around in the fight, Team Spirit are exceptional at finding these avenues to success when entering battles.
I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's the main strength of these heroes, right? They get to play on high range and keep busting out the damage, so as soon as you ruin their positioning in any form, like even if you don't necessarily do it, but there's the constant threat of tidal wave, you know, this is happening, or morph goes into your backline, you definitely do have to be careful, but there's if we look at the lane, especially the mid lane, I think Nisha is going to have a great game, and I don't see anything that is really going to stop him. Like, Snapfire does not really rotate mid, nor does Naga, so yeah, I think my eyes early on, when it comes to like exploding this game outside of the laning stage, is gonna be Nisha on this Earthshaker.
Is Earthshaker a hero that can go and make moves though? Is Nisha going to kind of stick out this laning stage for as long as possible? Or is he waiting for Blink Dagger? What's the first move that Nisha's going to be making if he is going to have a good laning stage?
I think like Shaker is, I wouldn't say he's glued to the mid lane, but he prefers if the first move happens like through him. Like, you know, you have Echo, you call your supports to mid, you get the active room,
right.
And then it's more like very natural. Like whatever is fluid on the map, maybe you see like you get to push up mid and like walk top, but I would say generally he's going to be very happy farming, maybe some 10-11 minute blink and then smoke it up and try to get going.
And I guess he's pretty good at kind of counteracting what the Kunkka's doing. Because if Kunkka's having a bad time, more naturally wants to leave the lane and make stuff happen in the side lanes, and then you have that potential to react as an Earthshaker into a Visage Tusk lane or into this Lena lane, which would feel pretty nice.
And also, it's just not easy for a Kunkka later on to pressure an Earthshaker. Like generally when you get both, you want to be the one to pressure mid, like you want to call your supports mid, but I think definitely laning stage-wise, miCKe.
Nice!
Skewer back.
Looking at the skewer. Oh, they've got it. The damage. It looks like should be enough here. Mirror and Collapse. Okay, they hit level 3. They get the displacement tools going. And the Tinker, yes, is like a healing, kind of saving hero once we get into the mid-game team fights, when they've got Polylocker and March of the Machines, but in the lane, Tinker is primarily just trading hits, not able to really protect the Lena that much.
Oh, this is a really, really nice lane, and this is, I mean, it is very classic for like Team Spirit. They've played this lane many, many times, like even years ago. And yeah, when you are a hero like Lena, Tinker doesn't protect you the best. Maybe there's repair bots and you can like try to fight through it. Like even with Raindrop 15-6. He couldn't really do it, so just, you know, nice little pick-off from Spirit in the bot lane.
That's one of those things where, you know, you can let it happen once, maybe twice to yourself, and miCKe is going to be really thinking about, you know, how to avoid these scenarios, playing around the kind of ring of fog when you enter into the proper moves.
And I do think that, like, this kill, it does quite a lot, because it could even open up, like, Team Spirit to feel the way, okay, because Morph can be fine in this lane, that, like, a Naga goes bottom, like, you know, you go through the gate, maybe you get the play done a second time, because I think eventually, or like maybe even already, Yatoro is fine in this top lane. He will get pressured, but he will never die. He should not die, I will put it that way.
Liquid, they can find a way. So just leave him to his own devices, make the Naga move. Is there any way that, you know, if Collapse and Mirror can push this lane out, if they get a kill on miCKe, do they go top and play through Radahn to maybe kill the Visage?
I guess if the situation presents itself, yeah, but I think it's not super easy to plan, at least for now. Yeah, some 6-minute runes coming out, shield rune for Nisha, but here is Mr. 3-3.
Yeah, straight into Nakoshka. I mean, Lal is here. We're going to back onto Boxi and 3-3, but with a snowball forward, they're chasing this Kunkka all the way back, protecting that bounty rune. Nisha was also making a move to wrap around onto Mira, who made an appearance in this mid lane as well. Looks like Snapfire trying to make a the escape, retreating through the radiant triangle. We're in Boxi on his tail though. No quick retreat here for Mira. He's going to make some work for it. Charge and snowball required with a soul assumption. Eventually, oh, this is a wise TP if he can make it out of here. He has wasted so much time.
Like, this is very funny, because I was about to say, you know, with the facet, like, you can chase people. If you get the kill, you get so much more gold, it's still worth it, but Mira does find a very nice way to get out, and this was a lot of space for Yatoro. He was literally PvEing top lane for like 1.5 minutes. He's now top of the net worth, level 5.5, so yeah, it's just going to make it even easier for him to just stand his ground in his lane.
It's got to be one of the greatest strengths of Team Spirit. You know, I always think of the old Beast Coast as being the kings of this with Schofield and Stinger, but it's like your supports out on the map, you know, causing chaos and just making noise. Liquid are like, shut the hell up, stop being on our side of the river. What are you doing? You want to go and deal with it. You're putting out fires a little bit here. Liquid just, you know, back to their lanes now. That's where they belong. They want this extended laning stage to continue. They can't go, you know, chasing around, chasing Ghost in the jungle.
Yeah, and I would like, this is different as in say that on bottom, same combo. Cookie square back, see you later. I love this lane.
Now he's level 6 Collapse, but he's gonna get tagged up by a lot of damage. Magic Wand keeps him alive, but that second soul assumption, they tried with the tree. Not quite enough to protect him. And now even the dive here from 3-3 and miCKe. looking for Mira's Snapfire. Does turn with the Scatter Blast and Lars' arrival. Good cooking forward and should lead into the combo after Conker on this Lina with the damage out. The Raw Shredder, they've got her. Yeah, 3-3's he's a little stuck here, and Mira dancing the whole tree. The Ironwood grabs the Bullet Roar, saves him. Snapfire's up and running, but Nisha's here with an Echo Slam. Trying to blow them up. Lars still alive though, and Nisha can't quite get the job done. Now Radan's in Visage mode. Chase the Earthshaker away.
I holy clip it and ship it. That was so he placed the branch earlier to try to save Collapse. It was still there. Like 20 seconds later, and he kept fogging him. Like not only did 3-3 die without getting a kill, but like also he even lives, and they all come by. First Echo as well from Nisha doesn't grant him anything. And I'm pretty sure Yatoro, because he turned into Visage, he even got the bonus gold from the kill as well.
Really?
Yeah. He was still in the form when he got the soul assumption off. That was pretty insane. Okay,
maybe here. Well, he's wandered into the wrong neck of the woods here, it looks like. Radan and Collapse both available with their full arsenal to burst him down. And Radan was already on his way up top as well. He's like, okay, I'm going to go back to farming. Why not?
Yeah, he's like, I'm going. I say no, he's here again.
Oh, Collapse, did he used it? He missed it.
He's testing. Maybe he thought he's OD Pixel with the reverse polarity, push everyone away. But, you know, I mean, I like what as told that as probably Boxi will go down as, you know, Yatoro is in full force to just run around everywhere. Well,
delaying the inevitable though. Surely.
Some more noise on the map.
Yeah, now it's Boxi's turn, right? Be a bit of a nuisance, be a pest, buzzing around. Dive to neutrals? Oh!
Yeah. I mean, I'm at least loving this game so far. Like, the way 3-3 is playing Visage, it maybe looks very wonky, but you can't really pressure the morph on top. And with this facet, like, if you get kills, even if you work twice as hard, if you just get one, it pays off. Like, his net worth looks insane on Visage for how little, like, he's actually hit creeps in the game.
Yeah. And it's also kind of playing into miCKe.
Oh, miCKe.
This is troublesome. He's already died a couple of times. This might be the third. Lina dead very quickly. Mira gets surrounded here, but I think will very happily sacrifice himself to get the kill on the carry yet again.
Dire's middle tower
Lar quickly makes it into mid and does snatch away the rune, but it is just good moves. I will say that miCKe's net worth is still very, very high, considering what's going on. Like, he's died 3 times. He's still, like, just barely below Nisha, who's also having a great game.
Like, both teams, like the panel talked about this, right? Both teams are playing how they're meant to very precisely. Liquid, foot on the pedal. You know, you mentioned 3-3. He's not really been looking at creeps. He's just down bottom lane, playing aggressively, non-stop making moves to try and find that action. But I think equally Team Spirit, you know, Radan has joined, what, 2 or 3 fights pre-10 minutes as a Morphling.
Yeah, like he TP'd bot, then maybe he gated or like was still bottom from like beforehand. So you just have a lot of early aggression going on. I will say that it's a bit early to say about the state of the game because Liquid are about to hit very big timings. Like this first pipe on Visage, you get the blink on Nisha. But Spirit have held on very well. I think them only being down like this less than 1k gold is a win for them, at least at this stage of the game.
Especially with all the tier 1s, you know, reasonably healthy as well, right? They've not really relinquished any map space.
Yeah. And the only way this top tier 1 really dies was like in the last 5 minutes. Right, like Visage gets 6, like maybe before Morph or at the same time. That didn't really happen. So yeah, like Spirit being able to hold this map is very good for them, because until Liquid make moves with these timings and like get 1 or 2 kills and open up the map, these towers will, like, they're not gonna randomly fall to just like randomness.
These timings are coming pretty quickly though, right? Like miCKe's gonna have that Maelstrom surely, so he's gonna be able to farm and join fights. And I think the blink on Earthshaker, drums on Visage. So it feels like it's go time.
Okay, so he actually had pipe queued up at first, but he wants to... I kind of like this pivot, like, into the drums, because it's like, okay, 4 of my heroes want to fight. Exactly, like, drums, we have it right now. And if we get more kills, again, it's going to pay off for network for him too. And pipe is only good when you feel like the enemy team is fighting into you. I think Spirit, they're more going to look like to poke you, right? Like, poke and delay, and not, like, take a head-on fight.
Also, a very good indication of, like, the internal team comms there, right? You know, I'm ready. Visage not saying wait for my pipe, but literally, you know, 3-3 literally changing direction to go for this drums to synchronize nicer.
Because now it's more about like how do they create the play on the map? Because yeah, you do have your timings, you have your blink on the shaker for Nisha, but how do you like set up the map in a way where when you make this move that it's not just incredibly obvious? So the nice thing is at least that you do have Insania on the Tinker, so you can constantly push out waves, still easily connect to towers. But yeah, I will say that Spirit with the state of the game, they're kind of chilling.
They can sit back a little bit. Mirror right now just standing there ancient, stacking things up. Lyle can hold out on mid. Of course, Rodan's Morphling firing up a storm at top at 6k net worth. He is top of the board, but not by much. Visage just behind him as 3-3. Does wander up north yet again.
So it looks like they're making us move up top, but Spirit are kind of angling towards already. So they run into Laurel.
Nisha just goes straight in, but the song is there. miCKe puts a stop to the nonsense. Boxi's nearby. Team Spirit looking to fight this though. They brought the numbers with the kisses, but
nice save.
Into the boat, it's not going to connect. So all onto the Nagastar and punch it down, but in comes Collapse. Big move to take down 2 for the heal. Can I keep them alive? Insane is fallen, and so is Nisha. They cannot keep the Liquid heroes up and running with the heals. Now 3-3s being lighted up. Mira and Rodan, the sole assumption from the Morphling in Visage mode. So they've got enough damage quite, because 3-3, reasonably tanky. Rodan still waveforming forward to try and finish him off. 3-3 is far too beefy to break through.
So they're gonna live. It was a really nice save from Boxi initially, as hold for a moment. Collapse, he's sniffing out the dirty Boxi man, but seems like he's gonna be okay. Like, just this is why the positioning of pulse 5s just matters so much. Like miCKe just being around, immediately songing to just like put a stop to the play. And I will say it again, this is one of the strongest early game timings that Liquid have, and it does not pay off for them.
Pretty devastating for Nisha, right? You buy the blink, your debut of that big jump with the Echo Slam on a core, and it's just a Naga song. Stops it all. Honestly, again, just like props to Team Spirit for the way they're reacting, right? Like, it wasn't just they defend and save a hero, it was save a hero, make the call for all 5 of them to meet up and fight in that top jungle.
Yeah, and just like understanding who needs to be close to who. Like Naga playing like in between the Morph and the Conquer, kind of like the 2 pressure points, like both mid and top, that he's in between, and if he has the correct read, he's there on the instant, he can song and yeah, like just put a stop to it. And now Spirit kind of have their own timings, right? The blink was or is available on Collapse. RP is up in 30. They have high levels, and Yatoro has Manta. I don't see Yatoro dying unless he gets surprise Echo Slammed out of a smoke.
What, for the rest of the game?
Like the next 15 minutes at least. Like maybe 2 more items, Lina, you know, it's a different story. But right now, it's chilling mode for him.
Fair enough. Smoking and making a move mid. Insane is tucked away in the trees, so not an easy pick there. And top tier 1 are going to drop to 3-3's push, so finally getting that objective off the map.
So this is pretty good. Like, they just have Tinker mid. Like, Insania's positioning is really, really good. Just to the left of the tower, nothing bad can really happen to you. And if something bad happens, your team can reinforce. In the meantime, your team freely gets this top tier 1. And taking out this top tier 1 is really important, because now it's nighttime. For the next 4 minutes, Roach is in this top area. I think Liquid should aim to try and force a fight or take his Aegis away before Roshan moves to the bottom side.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So if they try and force it, is that something Team Spirit will come and react to?
It probably just depends a lot on what Spirit like see on the map. Like, how obvious is it? How long does Spirit like actually have to move there? I think if they have like easy way of setting up, they will definitely go. Like, they have Naga illusions to scout. You can even like pop a snap ult from high range. Hell, you can even like go and just song and like delay it. So Liquid will have to just find a way, because I do think if you're not taking it in the next 4 minutes, Spirit will happily take it at minute 20 when it goes bottom.
Yeah. I mean, you can see what miCKe is doing right now. Naga illusion, scouting out Visage and Tusk. Just position 5, holding a lane, scouting and forcing this kind of zone of control out of the hands of Liquid. Such a great hero to have.
I will say that at this point, Liquid are also okay with slowing it down a little bit, because I think like some of their timings have tapered off. When you get towards this like pipe Visage and Holy Locket mech on the Tinker +5, they are really strong, as miCKe is farming on and off.
Yeah, right under vision. Not the RP, they got Laguna Blade and a bit of damage onto Rodan, but when he's surrounded by 4, miCKe doesn't stand a chance.
Didn't even need to pop a smoke for it, because I don't know exactly who got to place that ward earlier, but that is just, that's a really nice aggressive observer ward, just makes it so simple. Your Magnus, you know, Collapse walks and he's like, yo, I see this guy RP skewer, and see you later. Oh, Rodan.
Oh, Nisha, trying for it, not quite enough, but Rodan is going to turn and maybe even just get this kill. He should be back up as quickly as possible. Excellent bow combo coming right in onto his head, and the Earthshaker pays the price.
Top tower is under attack.
And this is okay. Hold on, it's not over yet.
Just a blind blink forward. He does spot 3-3. Siege going for the TP with the familiar stuns. He has got away from there.
These are just the small little differences, you know, between like being the best on a hero or like being the 10th best. First of all, 3-3 getting out there, very nicely done. But Yatoro knows the only way he dies is to a surprise Echo Slam. He bought Shard immediately at like minute 15 or 16, so even if he gets stunned, he can morph up, and he legit cannot die at this point.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah, don't even need reaction time to pop it.
Radiant are scanning.
Incredible.
I mean, Radan has been one of the best morphing players for quite some time now. And you think back to the old days of China, you know, Sylar and Burning with the old E-Blade builds, things of the past. Now it's all about Radan. A lot of top lane with this. Now making this aggressive move. Kill off the Naga. A minute and a half until Roshan moves down south. So potential here for them. Still scouting for more kills though. Thirsty for blood. Collapse, Shockwave, thinks about skewering, but just blinks back to safety for now. Liquid, they can't grasp onto anymore.
Oh, this is very good, especially also from Liquid. So the pipe was completed. They do get to push out the Naga and now like push in mid, push in top. But even Spirit, like look at kind of like their discipline and where they're lingering. All their 3 heroes, they linger around the top tier 2 and they scan Roche. Had Liquid gone Roche, you will pop red, Naga will just TP top and they can form in smoke and go straight back to it. But it looks like Liquid, you know, they're just chilling for now. They're happy. Maybe you also get this BKB on the Shaker, keep farming up on the Tinker, because yeah, I will say again, Tinker +5 is a very special beast. As this time it's Yatoro farming under a ward. Let's see if they want to rerun the last play.
Let's see.
Not quite. Echo was 5-second cooldown.
And he just has such an incredible read on the game. Mid lane though, Lal focused down by Nisha and Boxi. Laguna bladed into oblivion while Collapse has blinked in trying to protect his buddy. He nearly dies himself. So what is the Song of the Siren? Oh, is this a 3-man RP? Part of the machines is there. Collapse is trying to line it up, looking with the kisses. Collapse has RP, but not using it yet. Very patient and deliberate here from Team Spirit.
I'm not sure if the blink was up, because the way that Collapse tried to help Larl at the in the start of the fight. So I think during the end of the song, I'm pretty sure his blink just wasn't back up yet.
Yeah, what is it, like 15-second cool? Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, so I think it just didn't quite pan out, but just another good move from Liquid. Like, they're ready. Also, Nisha had really nice timing there. Like, he was waiting for Larl to get cookied, and immediately when he got cookied back, boom, instant echo, get the fight going, and a little bit fortunate, but they did catch Collapse there too.
And you look at this net worth board and you're like, where's the position 5 Tinker at? That's the Tusk, the Naga, the Snapfire. Oh, Tinker's there, 6,500 net worth. Just farming out all the stacks, getting big. Funny.
I mean, this hero is just, like, he can, the nice thing is, and I believe it was Effie that mentioned it earlier too, like, the more levels you get, like, when you have level 2 ult, you're basically global because you have Visage. That's like even back in the day, like, it was always so nice when you had, like, good Lycan Wolves or a Lone Druid there, or just some guy that you can always, like, instantly go to. When he can be wherever on the map and then just come to these fights. And it looks like this Roche, I don't think Spirit can contest this one. Like, after these last 1-2 fights, they'll just happily take the Torm, and I think trade it for the Aegis.
That is something that Team Spirit needs, right? They still need to weather the storm, because there's multiple storms here from Liquid with the power spikes that they're getting. This is another big one now. 2 lives on miCKe. Team Spirit have got to pull out some sly moves to get around this. Like, the map right now could get incredibly small.
Yeah, like, it's a lot gonna be on the next couple moves for Liquid are, like, really important, because if you don't move, like, properly on the map, the Spirit are actually looking to, like, fight back.
On bottom. Radan getting stunned up though, with Boxi and 3-3 happening a lot of damage, but it just never seems like it's enough. Radan, he's going to slip away from them. And I realised quickly, like, this guy, like you said, Kezu, he shouldn't be dying, and he's not. He's just not.
Okay, but even though he TP's bottom, this is not very good for their map. Like, now they're kind of, like, all here, lingering. I don't know if they want to take this fight. I feel like being able to take this fight is more on them coming up with, like, a really nice play or Liquid misplaying, because you don't have BKB yet on Yatoro. I don't know how amazing he feels to, like, currently take this fight, so we'll have to see what happens here.
You don't have that much vision either. They're trying to play around in their Ancients here with a smoke out of Dire Ancient's area to come in around Team Liquid. Nisha, he's still smoked from that earlier move. And he's going to spot them now. Radan shows. X-Mark comes out from Lol. Bring the Shaker back, but Nisha's too quick for your business. Gets away with a blink.
Very, very nice. I mean, I think I like that Nisha does not pop his BKB there. First of all, he can like rely on his, high skill to just like either time it with the blink, or you have Tusk. Like even when the X mark goes away, you can drinking buddies pull together and then just like snowball somewhere and keep the fight going. So, just like knowing when you need to do what and like being calm and collected, it's very, very nice.
It's also a pretty cool situation where like Liquid were getting ready to press the right-hand side of the map, right? They were going through the Wisdom Rune area, looking at that tier 2 bottom, and then they have that angle in towards Ancients and in towards mid. And Team Spirit just dragged them away from this prime objective across the river, back onto the Liquid side of the river, just wasting a good minute there.
Yeah.
They literally bought themselves a minute of time with that smoke. Like maybe they wanted to fight, but I think dodging
Dire's
equally is
middle
good.
tower is under
Yeah, like they
attack.
dodged aggressiveness by like making their own aggro move, which sometimes it is just your best defensiveness by being aggro. As they are only sitting there down bottom.
Not sure how much time left Insania has on this map. So a lot of damage out of the Morphling.
It's just
I'm feeling and healing back up a fair amount. The Vampire Fangs paying off big time for him there. Radan dominating now.
Okay, so it's still I will say that game is still like very even. We have touched on it, and so did the panel pre-game,
Radiant's
that
middle tower
the
is under
scaling
attack.
and like the longer the game drags, I will say that Spirit, they are gonna have more and more tools to try and deal with what Liquid have, right? Like getting them out of position, because Liquid very much want to play on like a ball with all these auras in the repair bots, high range Alina. The longer the game drags, you get more tools from Spirit to like get items to go in the backline, pull people out. So they need to try to keep up the pace.
And you really just need to be pressing as much as possible. Tinker, like you say, definitely helps against the Naga style, even from a position 5 roll. Collapse trying again. Naga, still kind of pushing out lanes, causing a bit of havoc. Liquid are really going for this. Gunning for Collapse and Mirror, but they've already made their run back behind the tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see.
Dire's structures are
I
fortified.
mean, Spirit are happy to just the latest, and this is one of the things that makes them like such a good team. They're gonna keep farming, but they're never gonna fully give up a tower. There's always like threat. There's some torrent flying in. They're like looking to create situations.
And just get yourself a tower. Just like that. Spirit back. 3-3. Echo. The Echo Slam. 3 caught up in him with a 1-shot away from miCKe. Snowball across. Collapse is dead. The Morphling is to be kept alive. miCKe helps. Low. He's stuck around here, but the Kisses not really doing too much. They're still looking at this. Lina with an RP from Collapse. They might just have her. The Pipes of Protection try and heal up miCKe. They've got the first light cracked though. Lina down and Radan still going. He's in Earthshaker mode now. They've taunted the Tinker. The Fisher lined up decently, stunning the
Dying.
He's dying. The punch. The kill. He doesn't come. Morphling's still alive. Radan. He cannot be undone. Pushes back to Lina. Nisha's still chasing. He wants this Morphling real bad. Surely they've got him this time. Radan must die. The Tinker will give his life on the right-hand side, but Team Spirit, they lose their carry.
Is under attack.
And miCKe with the glide now.
Oh, it's not over yet.
It's clipped onto Lal. No more BKB, no more boat, and Nisha will just hammer him into the ground.
Oh, this is a very costly fight for Spirit. I mean, Liquid are just doing all the correct things on the map right now, right? You have everything you want. You kind of want to force a fight. And going on the Visage, I think they absolutely regret what just happened. Like, he has a shard, they can save him with the snowball. But mind you, they still had the Aegis on the Lina. Maybe without Aegis, that fight looks different, but Collapse just... Basically, all 3 cores for Team Spirit died in this fight. And they did not have to take this fight. That was their own choice.
Yeah, and it feels like, maybe there wasn't momentum on either side. It was kind of an even game, but this feels like a big shift into Liquid's hands with this massive fight from Nisha making that jump. 3-3 kind of being the bait, being dangled in front of Spirit here as well.
I mean, unless you get a chain stun here on this Visage, he will not die. So this is a very high execution type of play where you need to skewer back into a torrent or like a cookie. Like, these are not like super clean and easy connections. Like, even with this incredible RP from Collapse, it's just not enough. Just taking that from Yatoro is kind of absurd though. My God.
Sitting here watching him, he must have taken like 10,000 damage in that fight or something nutty.
I mean, there is also one thing that I didn't touch on yet. He can always turn into the Earthshaker, and of course, Enchant Totem Morphling is quite nasty. But yeah, they will have to rethink how to take these next fights. Nisha just toying with Yatoro.
Very high skill.
Okay, let's see what you're doing there. He's making fun of me for calling things high skill. My bad, guys. I have a love for the game and for good gameplay.
This case is catchphrase. No, but I mean, seriously, we're at TI. We've got Team Spirit against Liquid. Like, in all seriousness, this is one of the highest skill games and series we're going to see.
There's also, I don't know,
it's 12,000 healing already.
I mean, welcome to Mr. Taker. It's items, repair bots. He's just kind of chill. That's also another thing. I'm pretty sure he had defense matrix as Insania. Okay, he lives. That's a Chad Fisher.
Alright, well done. And keep the Tinker alive, and Tinker, back to Fountain. He can pop back out into action very quickly. Oh, look at Lal, just BKB TP.
Damn.
The Earthshaker was coming. Let's be real. He was on his way.
This is, and I love what Liquid are doing. Like, sure, they got out, but they used 2 of their BKBs. This is like a 90-second window where if you take a fight, Spirit are feeling horrible if they're forced into anything. So you just try to smoke across the map.
Where are we, Roche-wise? 30 seconds until fast spawn. A minute until we shift into daytime. So it's going to be in this bottom right-hand corner. He's there on tier 2 mid and bottom for Liquid.
Both teams have a lot of aggressive wards. Like, look top, Larl has no BKB. I'm pretty sure Stevie's on cooldown too. He's farming under an Observer ward.
Yeah, they should have got straight in on top of him. Team Spirit have 4 heroes around and they're coming in quickly. Larl isn't the fastest kill to get. The snowball comes, run in, dodge the boat, succeed here as Liquid. They're diving deep, looking for Larl, and this gives
RP
the opportunity. RP and the damage. Take down Boxi. Mira has traded his life for this though, but they kept Larl alive. And if they can get out with the rest of their heroes, Team Spirit are going to be pretty happy. They don't want to get out though, Kezu.
I think they do.
I think they do, okay. They turn around for a second and I'm going, hang on a second, what are you doing?
I will give it to you, that did look sus for like 2 seconds. I think someone was making a call and someone rightfully so did shut it down. I think it's very wise to not continue fighting.
One thing that was is like, can we kill them? And someone, miCKe's just like, no. You know, the Bugs Bunny meme.
No. I'm pretty sure, and I hope it's one of your cores. Because, you know, as the Naga, you song and you hope that someone will tell you what's up. You don't really make the choice. I think Yatoro's like, no, guys, I have no BKB. Let me get this data list. Like, now I would say next fight, they have a bit more fighting power again.
Spirit have just been held on their side of the river for a good 5 minutes now, though. And you're going to Stoke here, miCKe and Mira waiting by their tier 3s. Liquid. Are they ready to go high ground? I mean, 3-3 says, yes, I am ready. I'm going for
I like this forcing, but you need to be very clear how you're doing this.
Look at miCKe, lose a lot of it. Oh, God, we're done.
Not X.
Light Striker Rain. Oh, he's sent back up the high ground. Saved by his team. 3-3 getting netted and reeled back in. Collapse was looking for the angle there, but wasn't quite find it. 3-3 so very tanky, held up out of the way ground, but doesn't seem to matter too much. Hurdle wave, X-Mark, reel in. Oh no! Dragging him around. What happened? Everyone's just getting dragged. Yeah, they're being pushed. This is displacement tools they've got.
Okay, I think once you see this tidal wave, you back off now. I was saying I like the force. I think, like, you know, going up the high ground and just like seeing what's up, you know, you look across like your neighbor's fence. You're like, oh, I don't want to take me off that. You back off. You see everyone, they have all their stuff. I'm out.
Interesting, knock.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Everyone's here. Okay, bye.
Like a wave of torrent and skewer.
So it's gonna be about the second roach, and both teams, they're on the money. Like, look where both teams are. Liquid's bottom on their side, but Spirit are also here, and they're smoke.
They've got vision. They see Boxi, and the task is a pretty good kill to get. If they can find it quickly, he's rooted and killed with no buyback available.
Dire.
This is very good, and I like the discipline there. Remember earlier they did the skewer back and people got their spells off? Yatoro turned into Boxi just to snowball him while he's getting skewered in, just to make sure there's no snowball shenanigans delaying this play into like some disaster. Just easy and clean. You know, take what you can get.
Nisha thought he was eyeing up the mid lane, but he's seen the double damage.
The X
jumps
barely
away, dodges the tidal wave, escapes.
This guy
but collapse. He's got the RP through the BKB. Let's see if they've got the physical damage with the little shredder and the morphling. No, Team Spirit. They felt like they were giving up on that, and this gives the opportunity now for Liquid to turn back with the Lina. And in comes the Echo Slam. They capture it down, but it's not quite enough to blow him up immediately.
Oh, he's X'd.
Out the turn, the X mark and the kisses. Nisha, he's drifted away with a 4 staff to buy him some time. It's 3 charges forward. Lyle, BKB, TP, the Nightfall gets him back to Fountain.
More bouncing.
Mira dead.
I think Nisha could have died there. So the thing is, first of all, they nerfed X Mark. It's only 3 seconds long. Nisha was defense matrix, which means the X Mark lasts even less time. So this X mode, it can never connect on heroes that are defense matrix. And then a nice force staff as well to bail him out. Because yeah, that honestly looked like Nisha could have died in that fight.
There's a lot of people who could have done it in that fight.
Oh yeah.
No, Morphling didn't die, Nisha. miCKe gets clipped by a spell.
Talking about Roche, I don't see Spirit taking a straight up fight, but maybe there's some
Look at my posture.
long into steel play. If you're really fancy.
No, if
We're not feeling super fancy. That's alright. I don't really blame him.
I think the game plan is still there, right? Hold the high ground, use the displacement tools to kind of fuck up Liquid's game plan. Still try and play as wide a map as possible with Naga and Morphling split pushing around.
And you can also see like how this meta is kind of developing. We all know that there's a lot of auras and saves with 4 staffs and you need to kite. We see more and more nullifiers and it doesn't even matter who builds it. Because whoever you nullify, it's all about killing this initial target. You have Miposhka on the post 5 Naga, who's looking to just buy it right now. Because whoever you go on, defense matrix gone, 4 staff don't work, Crimson doesn't work. Like all of these items, they just don't work because you need to kill this initial first hero to break the Liquid's lineup.
How many 4 staffs does Liquid have? Just the one? It feels like
2 if you count the pike.
Right. It felt like
And
they
I
had
guess
multiple, and I guess that's it.
Yeah, and you have drinking buddies, like you can pull people toward, like you can pull people towards the tusk, and he snowballs. You have Shaker who's just bouncing around. 4v4.
He gets it. Shard, that is.
That's a good shard. He can follow up from a long range with more stuns. He can also like walk in and out. Like all these fights have been like very scrappy. As Superman finds Mira.
Howdy, Snapfire. What are you up to?
See you later.
No escaping here. Sator even helping out. And Nisha. You can Echo Slam it.
Secure.
For good measure.
Okay, so nice finds.
Radiant's
I don't know if that was a
bottom
read
tower
or
is
if he
under
saw
attack.
like Mira just scatter blast an earlier wave, but all good. 5k lead for Liquid, so they're definitely very happy. Like there's again bigger items coming out. Octarine on Shaker. There's a Shiva's about to be completed on 3-3. You still have an Aegis on miCKe as well for 3 minutes.
Where does Liquid want to play from here? Like they've pushed top wave, they've taken top jungle. Do they have to come back and deal with this Naga more split push, or can they just like run at mid tier 2?
I think the best thing they can do is like push in lanes, get 1 kill, and then try to assess if maybe Spirit aren't ready or have a good plan to go high ground. You can only go hit high ground if you have like a clear way of executing. Because this is the most dangerous area on the map. It always is, but especially against these heroes. Like you can insta-lose the game on dire high ground. They have a gem on Radiant. I feel like that could be start 1 for Team Liquid. Like slowly close out the map, see what's up, find someone, and then just communicate on finding a creative way to damage the high ground in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, especially like, as you've been saying, right, both teams are looking for that initial jump into blow up. Just one little bit of vision could be the difference maker to start a fight. As it looks like Boxi is being the vision maker right now. Playing down south, nearly lining up a move onto Radan.
Oh, that was very close, and I really like this. They saw the Manta hitting the tier 3, so they know that Radan is like farming backwards on the south side, and they nearly caught him there. Like these are the type of moves that they have to look for. Push in top, and then try to immediately go like mid or bot on the other side and catch the one lingering guy.
And they've got a catch here. He BKBs up on the Morphling, turns into Earthshaker, and waveforms to the northwest. But Liquid have a lot of catch and chase. Morphling just jumping away though. So much maneuverability here from Radan with a Blink Dagger picked up.
It's just good plays on good plays. As another
Finisher.
on again.
He tries to Manta dodge, but in comes the Tinker TP on this Earthshaker. Plenty more stuns to come, but the force snap and the cook.
They need his blink dagger.
A bit of distance allows the blink, so Radan's out of there. Mira looks like is going to TP home as well because Liquid are running straight at Radan's Morphling. 4 seconds for waveform, no BKB, no blink, but he has the song as the backup plan. miCKe hits the big red button, saves the Morphling again, and it's another. He's used blink like 4 times in this escape, but another Fisher. Nisha equally utilizing everything he's got to dive in behind tier 3s really aggressively. But now we've secured back to the tier 4s. BKB's up, Lightning's in, but down. Chicken's dead. 3-3, and miCKe trying to do what they can, but the tidal wave and the boat comes up crashing on him. Boxi snowballs up, collapses still down the right-hand side, trying to find an angle as Liquid on very deep. Insania's going wild by the tier 3s, getting hammered by the Morphling, and it's poor Lina now, stuck, stranded, over in the dire base, snowballed upon by collapsing Radan, taken out. It's gone, and so is Boxi. 3-3 and Insania, what can they do? miCKe has to BKB and try and run with a TP out, but the damage is coming. Is he okay? He's okay. He's home safe and sound, but my God, Liquid going a step too far, I feel.
This is the problem. So when teams, this is why teams throw when they play against Team Spirit. You have this Morphling like 4 times. But this guy, first of all, he buys the blink, he keeps getting out. Both his supports save him, bail him out with Song, Force, Cookie, whatever it is. Suddenly you're in their base, and now Collapse comes in. You get skewered in, and shit hits the fan.
I mean, I was sweating watching it.
This is amazing. This is a great game.
Absolutely.
This game is not ending anytime soon. This game is still even.
Pure cinema in this game 1. We're 40 minutes in, and it's been non-stop. Absolute nonsensical chaos, but, you know, executed to utter perfection.
Absolutely. And like everyone coming into play, like first of all, the fact that he has Blink on Morph, right? Like understanding the fact he has to play like a very wide map, open map. He has to make them come to him but still get out. His teammates coming in, being in the right position, like just bailing each other out. You know, like in a pub game, you can't do this. Maybe you buy Blink, you get up once or twice. In a pub, you're dead. But this, you know, is peak Dota. You're gonna help each other out and you create scenarios like that. Like you can't plan any of this that just happened. That's just good play on good play from both teams coming out, and eventually Liquid, no, they just go too deep.
All on the fly. Just trying to shove out that mid-wave. Trying to give the cover to the rest of the team who were lurking in the shadows just atop the staircases. Team Spirit repositioning themselves though, and we just look at the map, right? Narget illusions, Morphling illusions, sent forward to scout, and the rest of the team just tucked in behind. See someone that can jump.
So after this fight, it was Spirit who picked up Gem. And I do feel like Liquid really need one. Like they're generally the ones trying to catch them on the map, but they're not really able to. I mean, it's not like Spirit has an abundance of wards on the map, but it's also like about knowing that they don't, right? Like you clear areas with a gem, you're like, okay, they don't see us, we can move here, they're not here, we can smoke from here to there. Because there's some stuff coming out, like also look at Mira's items. Like he knows all he has to do is help his team. If he can help people stay alive and help Yatoro to stand his ground with the Force, the Solar, the Vlads, like they're gonna be A-okay.
Is there anyone that can buy Nullifier on Liquid? Like comfortably?
I mean, I guess it's also good. Maybe it's... The problem is that there's still Cookie. I mean, let's see. You kind of hate buying Nullify on all of these heroes. You could do it on Visage, but he probably just prefers to buy a Hex. I mean, right now it's really important what Liquid are talking about. And I honestly can't really put my mind on what it is, but they need to talk about how to fight. Because going on the Morphling doesn't seem to be working out. I think there's too many ways for it to take forever and not work out. Right? There's Cookie, Tidal Wave, Song, defensive force staffs, and like maybe you need to go around and kill the subs. I'm not sure, but it's not getting easy for them to play.
Like you know, as a pea-brained play-by-play caster, I often talk about ease of execution, right? But there's also that topic of finding what the execution is meant to be, finding that angle, finding that line of play. And Team Spirit right now, the line of play is find Lina, right? Find Lina, kill her off, displace miCKe as quickly as possible with Skewer and RP, kill her off. And Liquid, like you're saying, have so many targets to go for. That line of play is very difficult.
Like, another way to like look at, I think Spirits are very happy if a fight drags out. Right, like they keep forcing around. Eventually, someone from Liquid will be out of position, and that's when you get the Lina. That's when you get the Tinker. Whereas I think Liquid rely a lot more on the first 2 seconds being like explosive. You know, the blink echo into the follow-up and just blast someone out of the game.
Oh, Nisha.
Trailing Nisha.
Trying to run away. Doesn't want to be involved in this relay race where Collapse is trying to pass the baton on to him, but nearly finds him. What did he get stunned by there? Collapse. He gets tagged up, and now Nisha has been X'd, holding the BKB, not wanting to extend it. Then comes for a down blow, forces the BKB, he's under the tier 3 as a Morphling. Trying to unload the damage onto Insania, but finding that miCKe offers quite some resistance. Cookie and the 4 staff get him the distance, and away they go.
The BKB trading, that should be a win for Liquid, but the overall map state is not that great for them. Okay, so Roach respawn is at least longer. Never mind. No, I thought Roach just respawned, which could have been disastrous, but it's a very long respawn.
Also, did Collapse get stunned by that centaur in the camp? Something stunned.
Like some weird aftershock?
I don't know.
Because I don't think there were 3 units for the centaur.
No, I don't think so.
Oh well, let's see whatever happens in this fight, because Liquid, well, they don't know that Roach isn't up, so they kind of need to go here in case it is. And Spirit just scanned all of them.
Liquid are scrambling and a smoke breaks. Collapse. Collapse in position. Skirting the very edges of this team fight as it starts to break out. They see Lala on the hard ground. Gleipnir is there with a Laguna Blade too, but they've got a Cookie and his BKB still ready to press. Boxi plays forward, trying to find a little bit more vision. Makes up the move. It's the blink away though, and Collapse comes in with a nice blitz skewer. Shaker, he's got his BKB up. Stuns back onto the Magnus and the Snapfire. A lot of poking and prodding from both teams, but miCKe again. Oh God, he's got this song, and let's see what Collapse can do with it. Because miCKe and 3-3, they're all stuck together. Redundant score. Collapse still waiting, looking for his moment to shine. As the kisses come raining like hellfire down on top of 3-3, Collapse finds another miCKe Lina and just evaporates her. 3-3's visit also not long for this world, and Team Liquid have just been picked apart by a classic Team Spirit move.
From start to like even both teams. Like first of all, the illusion that was put on the like fountain, like the Lotus Pool with Collapse breaking it, everyone kiting back. They get this initial BKB out of Nisha, kite back again. But it was also good from Liquid until that point to like retake this positioning. But yeah, if the longer these fights go, the more vision that comes out, eventually it just takes one skewer. Lina's out of position, immediately the fight is over.
Daedalus Morphling. Kunkka just bought a Daedalus as well, so they are not lacking damage whatsoever.
Yeah, they're definitely not. Like, especially, so at this point of the game, I kind of like this Daedalus. Right? Like, so it's not, you have like your spell casting with the Axe, the Tidal Wave, but the longer this game goes now, eventually it's nice if he can help out Mr. Yatoro to deal some more damage, and he has Empower. Like, Empower Kunkka late game, no joke.
So Yatoro has only died once in this game. That was quite early on, wasn't it?
Under attack.
I think so.
It feels like he's had a solid 30 minutes of just prime Yatoro gameplay. And that should be
That's very surprising. We are at DI after all. There's Team Spirit DI form, and then there's Yatoro form. Might both be aligning.
And he's got a hairstyle as well. Whether it's bald or blonde, Yatoro pops off.
Hair doesn't matter anymore. I think that only worked once.
Keep on trying. Small sample size. Yeah, good on.
gotta keep going.
Test the waters. That really feels like what this game has been, right? It's both teams testing where that line in the sand is. And whether Liquid cross it, going into that tier 3 aggressive move up top in the dire base. So far, Team Spirit have been very much towing the line.
Yeah, and I'm just looking because a lot of the times, yeah, you're gonna run into problems, but you can itemize or maybe find creative ways to go about it to make it easier. Like for Liquid, they have a Lincolns and like Tinker. It's hard for me to like figure out a way. Maybe you just play for some refresher on Nisha. Like you just play for Giga late game. You let everyone scale. You get like multiple echo slams to just go around. Nisha should be okay. because yeah, like the scaling on Spirit is just still insane. Like even when Boxi has an Axe now, he can net people in BKB, and this is really annoying for Shaker. I'm pretty sure I said the same thing yesterday. We also saw in the Snaga Shaker matchup. Eventually you get netted. It's really annoying. And there's no more, Michael Jordaning around the fight.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of ways out of this. Like, in previous patches a couple of years ago, even, we had Beyond Disc be such a popular item, and that got nerfed into the ground. Like, is that something that, miCKe has to consider? Because so far, you die so quickly, you need something that gives you a reset.
I don't
Wind Waker and
Radiant structures
I don't think you can, because they have Nullifier.
Right,
And the other, annoying thing now is that they can do this. They can always X-Mark Yatoro. He already has a blink. And unless you build a Yules or find a way, you can't really kill him.
just go high ground, and then straight back. Very irritating. And if you show...
It's got to be Liquid's gameplay that needs to do the talking, because I'm not sure what the plan is on what you need to do, but that's why they're here.
This waveform's right in on top of them, gets X back, really looking to elicit some kind of reaction. And then I'm just watching Collapse, I'm not going to lie. I'm just looking at where is the Magnus, because they are dangling this Morphling in front of Liquid like a tasty morsel of bait. Collapse is the one that's trying to reel them back in. Well, I guess technically that's miCKe with his Aghanim set.
Yeah, if he gets a net off, which at least for now seems like that's not any business he wants to get into.
Down again. Looking for a reactivate, Yules down for the BKB. All as much as there, Radan managed to throw away from a fair amount of damage. Waveform's back to safety now. I mean, Liquid had an opportunity there, but not quite able to take advantage of it.
This is good. I'm pretty sure this is 3-3 who bought a Yules. And this is what I mean, that sometimes, depending on what your enemies do, it has to force a reaction out of you. And if you fail the vibe check, you just lose your racks here. But he bought Yules. This is going to make it a lot more awkward for Spirit to do the same play.
Yeah, you can see they're not doing it anymore.
Now, if you stay too long, suddenly you're within the tier 4s on Yatoro. Yule during the X mark, ain't no pullback for you.
Upside is for Team Spirit as they are signaling on the map. Top lane's pushing on to the tier 2. Mid lane has crossed the river. So bottom lane takes a fair amount of damage, but they can still kind of migrate across the map from south to north, hold out the Radiant Ancients. Maybe 3 sheets to the way. Stealing Tormentor later on down the line. Keep Liquid hemmed in their base though, for sure.
It's baby steps. Like Liquid are doing the right thing, but at the same time, Spirit they will keep extending their lead. And one thing that popped up to me, maybe Liquid can play for a displacement tool of their own. Try to allow Boxi to farm his Aghanim Scepter. If that is what he would like to buy, he's halfway there. Like maybe you flip the script. Haha, we now defend our Aghanim, then we're gonna kick you in.
We don't seem really happy with the situation they're in. Hunkering down in their base. No one really going down the staircases. They're at all freedom in the world right now. As Mira grabs up a side of the vice. Even more control. 25 nearly here for Laurel as well.
It might just take I mean, both of those talents are really strong. Like, generally, the spell AoE is incredible on Conquer, but maybe with his build with the Daedalus, that will be a power. Yeah, they're poking him. But it will just be a poke.
So scary going up ramp.
Radiant are scared.
Also, like Yatoro, he has a 40% waveform cooldown talent. Like at this stage, you want to start dropping your boost. You're going to be very mobile. It's Liquid, they're going for a quick smoke.
They are just sprinting in towards Lal here. Boxi makes the first move and then snowballs backwards.
Very nice.
Yeah. And now it's Liquid's turn to try and poke and prod, make some kind of reaction from Team Spirit. They'll move in. North on the Naga. Try and find the Boxi here, but Collapse has an opportunity. And that's miCKe's Lina caught up inside and dying quickly.
Another
The second one, onto 3 more. The kisses are landing and Liquid to be shredded. 3-3 trying to stand his ground, but Radan, he can just destroy them. The payload's too much to handle. The Morphling's too strong. miCKe, he's come back in this with a buyback to try and deal with Radan. Kills off Mira, and Lal is here. Protects the Morphling, another way back. And Liquid with a dieback on the Lina. A disaster that cannot allow to happen. Radan, he's got this. Tosho, massive damage. serious trouble as well. Another quick kill for Radan, and Liquid look down and out in game one.
Wow. That was just like a lot of good. Like, first of all, they go in, they try to like fade out, there's the punch, snowball back, get in there, but a double RP from Collapse on like, what, 2-3 heroes? And even with the buyback on miCKe, it's just not enough for them to stand their ground.
I think it was 4, it was 2 on the first RP and then 4 on the second one.
Yeah, that was nasty. And also with Boxi at the end, he saw both, but then moved in a way where then only miCKe was free. So they can kill him and then still keep 3-3 in the song to then kill him after.
Incredibly enough, Liquid haven't lost their base yet, you know, after this team fight. Boxi has done a great job of pushing out that top wave until unfortunately he does die there. And we can see Insania's Tinker who's pushed out mid, pushing out
Insania
Boxi.
he's definitely on Tinkerbell. There's also a 3-3's Curry on the height, which means that he was out and about somewhere, dragging some waves.
Of course he was. But look at Team Spirit. They are right on your tier 4s, even through backdoor regen. Base protection? Who cares?
Radiant's turret
Radan is there.
Gonna have to do is 3v4.
Message to let live. The Earthshaker. Yule's up for now. Radan BKBs. He's hitting the throne. Liquid. What can you do about it? Can you stop the Waterman from destroying your base? With a glyph for now, they can. Radan being stunned up a little bit with a blink the echo. Nisha trying to finish off his man, but the cookie is there. Mira again saves the day. And Collapse is looking for another angle there to maybe find one of these big dieback kills. Boxi
Radiant's top
sing song sends him to sleep. 3-3 into gargoyle mode, but he's being eyed up. The throne's down around half HP. Echo, we go with Nisha. Not enough damage, but the kill Radan stays alive. And Lara and BKB offers that bodyguard and protection. 3-3's down. Radan with a monster kill. And you still don't have your task. Your Lina has just respawned. It looks like the Team Spirit respecting Liquid with their respawns. Not going for the throne, aiming for the barracks instead. Until Radan, he shifts forward in the 5th gear. He's done with this game. We're going to play there, but it's nowhere enough.
Wow. If game 2 can be any